Hi viewers, welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to discuss about some interesting facts of the cell. As we know that cell is basic structural and functional unit of life. We also observe that all the cells of organisms can be classified into two types. They are prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells are the cells that lacks nuclear membrane, so-called primitive karyon nucleus cells, primitive type of nucleus. The nucleus that contains no membrane is called as a primitive type. And in eukaryotic cells, U stands for true, karyon stands for the nucleus. So the cells that possess true nucleus were considered as eukaryotic cells. Now we are observing an image here that belongs to the prokaryotic cells. It's a bacterial cell which has no conspicuous nucleus in it. And when you see about the eukaryotic cells like plant cells and animal cells, we are able to see a prominent nucleus with a having membrane structure. So in this session, we discuss about the membranous parts of the cells of prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells, and we will come to the point that how the cell organelles are going to differ in having their number of membranes. Now you see here, we got two cells, a plant cell and an animal cell. This is the plant cell and this is an animal cell. So a plant cell and animal cell differs in their characters even though both comes under the eukaryotic cells. When you see the plant cell differs from an animal cell by having cell wall in it. Yeah, we see this part as the cell wall, which cannot be seen in case of an animal cell. And there are chloroplasts here, these structures. These chloroplasts also present in only plant cells. And this is the vacuole. These vacuoles also present in only plant cells. When you come to know about the animal cell, then we can also see the differences between the plant cell and animal cell by the lacking of cell wall in animal cell. There is no cell wall in case of an animal cell, and no chloroplasts or plastids were seen in animal cell, and also they have no vacuoles here. But we can see the centrioles which helps in the cell division in case of animal cells are present in animal cells only. In plant cells, centrioles are absent. So then we will discuss about the remaining cell organelles present in plant and animal cells in relation to their number of membranes. Here we see various cell organelles present in prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells like plant cells and animal cells. In the first case, the ribosomes. Ribosomes are membrane-less cell organelles, can be seen in prokaryotic cells as well as in eukaryotic cells, along with mitochondria and chloroplasts also. We are able to see the ribosomes in prokaryotic cells and even in mitochondria and in chloroplasts. Prokaryotic cells also shows membrane-less cell organelles like nucleus. And along with that, in eukaryotic cells, nucleolus is also there without membrane. So, first, when we see the membrane-less cell organelles in the cells of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, organisms are going to show the membrane-less cell organelles like ribosomes, prokaryon, and nucleolus of eukaryotic cell. But they differ in their functions. Ribosomes helps in the protein synthesis in prokaryotic cells and as well as in eukaryotic cells, along with the chloroplast and mitochondria of eukaryotic cells. And prokaryon, it regulates the hereditary characters of a prokaryotic cell like bacteria and blue-green algae. Nucleolus is a part of the nucleus present in eukaryotic cell and which helps in the formation of ribosomes and called ribosomal factory. And then centriole of animal cell, of eukaryotic cell, also showing no membrane. Without any membrane, it is going to help in the cell division during the formation of spindle fibers in animal cells. So here it gives such an interesting phenomenon that membraneless cell organelles, membraneless parts are present even in prokaryotic cells and in eukaryotic cells and in some cell organelles of eukaryotic cells also. But when you come to the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes, vacuole, these all the four different cell organelles are going to show single membrane in them. They have single membrane, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes, vacuole. And they shows coordination in their functions. So they called endomembrane system. And almost all these cell organelles can be seen in both plant and animal cells. And then when you come to the true nucleus, eukaryon, it contains two nuclear membranes which helps in heredity. And mitochondria also contains the true membranous structures, two membranes, and helps in the respiration present in eukaryotic cells. Along with this, we can also see the chloroplast, which contains two membranes. Sometimes the thylakoid of chloroplast also considered as third membrane and helps in the process of the preparation of the food material. So here it helps in evolution of the cell organelles from no membrane to single membrane and from there to double membrane, and sometimes we can also consider that chloroplast as triple membrane cell organelle. They differ in their functions. Even mitochondria of our body, our cells, also considered as prokaryotic cells previously entered inside to our body, became into mitochondria. Some scientists opined that the mitochondria were previously microorganisms, single cellular organisms, prokaryotic organisms. When we habituated with their presence in our cells, they became into a special cell organelle called mitochondria. And it supports that information that mitochondria shows cristae, foldings like a bacterial prokaryotic mesosomes, and contains 70s type of ribosomes and its own enzymes. And addition to that, self-duplicating material, DNA, which looks like a circular ring-like structure. All these evidences supports that information. They may be prokaryotic cells entered inside to our body and may be modified into a cell organelle in our cells. Right? In the next session, we will discuss some more interesting facts about the cells.